Alright, so welcome to, this is the metal shop in the makerspace. This is where I did most of my project. I've got, this is the machine, multi-process machine. It does MIG, TIG, and stick, and some others in there as well, like flux core. This is the MIG gun. So I pull this trigger, wire will constantly feed out, makes it easy to use, easy to pick up, makes it efficient for setting up and using. Make sure you're wearing the proper PPE. Don't be like me half the time and wear shorts and a t-shirt. This is MIG. This is a video I had saved from a friend I was teaching how to weld. As you can see, sparks flying everywhere, but it's got a pretty decent speed, and it's pretty easy to pick up for someone new how to learning how to do it. This is one that I did as an example to show somebody. Pretty good looking weld. You can use MIG to do a number of things. Like I built a roll cage with MIG for my Jeep. I've reinforced the rear end and rear bumper on my Jeep as well with MIG, which was nice because it was out of place and out of pocket, or it was out of place. You can use it to build brackets for this was at work. I was using it to reinforce the hood struts on an 18-wheeler. This is TIG. TIG, you've got your tungsten, which is right there in the middle of the pink cup, which is a ceramic cup, and you've got your tail, which is the black long thing at the end. This is your filler wire. This is what you will feed into that arc that is made from the tungsten with the TIG torch. You'll hold it in one hand, you'll hold the TIG torch in the other hand, and then down here on the floor we have a flip pedal. And this flip pedal is what you can use if you're doing aluminum or something where you have to control your heat. The more you push the pedal, the hotter it gets. This is a video that I have saved from somebody else teaching how to TIG weld, and as you can see, it's a lot quieter, a lot cleaner, no sparks flying around, but it's a lot slower and a lot more precise. So it gives you a good idea of kind of what's happening, where you can put the wire, etc. This is a piece that I welded up for E-Day back at the beginning of the year, and just to kind of show off some of the different processes and show off TIG. This is stick, and stick welding, there's your stinger, and in that stinger you will put your electrode, which is about 14-inch rod that is coated in flux, meaning that you can go and weld outside or something like that, and the wind won't kill the gas. So as you can see here, a lot of sparks flying, a lot of smoke flying. It's got a relatively decent speed. It's probably about as fast as, it's a good mix between MIG and TIG speed, so like in between those two. But it's dirty, but it's great for structural steel welding and the dirty stuff and like the heavy duty kind of repairs almost. This was me cleaning up some of the slag off of it. As you can see, I got the slag off so I can see the weld and continue on with it. And if I didn't have to cut the video short, I also brushed the weld to clean it up even more. So again, a lot of post-weld cleanup. This was a job that I did with stick welding. I built a giant shear wall for the side of a garage that was going in a house. It was like it was 12 inches by 6 inches, rectangular tubing. For a size reference, there's a crane picking it up to give you an idea of how big it was. Again, I did that entire job for stick welding. It has its place, it has its purpose. It's just dirty and I don't necessarily like it that much. This is flux core. So the flux core welder I have is run off of a generator on a service truck. So here we were using it to weld in the floor pans of my buddy's truck. Again, we're not the best use for a flux core welder. As you can see, we had to take our time with it, but it got the job done. Produces a lot of smoke, as you can see here in the last clip, but it's versatile. It's got a good movement speed. It's got the same movement speed as MIG, but it's got the shielding of stick, so it's really good for equipment repair, welding through the dirty stuff and things like that. Again, here's a good picture of how much smoke it produces. There's the result of the floor pan that we put in. Turned out pretty good, actually. This was the results of some of the job that I did in a hydro seeder. Again, I flux core welded it. It did the great job. It did its job. It's just dirty and takes a minute to clean up. This is from that same job, just kind of showing that you can, do things out in the field with it. So what's the best process to learn? That is up to the user 100%. Depends on the job that they have at hand, depends on what they're willing to learn, their skill level, how much time and money they have. I cannot give a definite answer of this is the best, this is the, number one to go with. My favorite is MIG. That is just my personal preference. But at the end of the day, they all have their special purposes that make them great at what they do.